Hello, my beautiful Cappies. Welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. My name is Helen, and this week I am really glad to welcome you to this earthy, more grounded energy reading. More specifically, we are going to be looking at what kind of burden you are in the process of releasing and what is going to be materializing for you next. Now, before we get into the cards, I just quickly want to remind you guys, as you know, this is not a personal reading, so please use your discernment and only take the bits and pieces that you do resonate with or that you feel apply to your circumstances somehow. If what I'm saying doesn't make sense to you, if you don't recognize it, or if you don't want to take it on board, if you don't like the sound of it, you don't have to, okay? You are the master of your own journey, so just take the messages that you truly do want to take on board. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to lay out all the cards and I'm going to speed you guys through that part, and then we'll get into your energies more specifically. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Getting the underlying energies out as well, which are the Coyote and Fertility. Very interesting energies to come out side by side, even though numerologically they add up, with 12 reducing down to 3 as well. But just energy-wise, they are so different. They feel very different. But the other cards that you got, we have Financial and Material Changes with Pachamama and the Rattle in Reverse with Passion Ignited. So looking at this underlying energy and your whole spread, I am getting the feeling that you have been struggling with your material abundance, with your financial matters more specifically, but it doesn't have to be just finance. It can be like anything to do with security, with your home, with your earthly possessions, anything to do with that. It seems that you have been struggling in that department very much. It seems that you have been trying to kind of find very out of the box, very clever ways, trying to find solutions to your somewhat difficult financial or material situation that you find yourself in. Again, please take the aspect of like security as it applies to you, whether it is monetary or whether it is in other contexts, right? However you define security for yourself. But this seems to have something to do with physical security, with physical like abundance, having all of your needs met, that kind of thing. There seems to have been something wrong in that department. And again, I see you being really creative, trying to find really creative ways to get you out of that slump, to get you out of these more dire straits that you find yourself in. But I feel like so far, the universe hasn't really responded. Spirit or God hasn't really responded. And it hasn't really worked in the way that you would have liked it to work. It hasn't really paid off. And I feel that it has caused a certain level of desperation in you. It has triggered some alarm bells in you. It has made you grasp. It has made you just so completely like lost, not knowing where to turn to, what to do, what the solution would be. Because all of the solutions that you seem to have been trying out to rectify the situation, to turn the situation around, they don't seem to have been working. But I see your prayers being answered. I see some kind of new spark coming your way, some ray of hope coming your way, some kind of inspiration, some kind of brand new idea that is going to lead you to a more fruitful period of time. For some of you, I even get the sense that this more difficult, more trying period that you have been experiencing, that you maybe are still experiencing, was like a divine concoction almost. There was almost this hand of fate that played a part in this. It was specifically orchestrated for you to teach you a lesson, to put you to the test, to really put you out of your comfort zone. And I do get a very, very, very uncomfortable, a very ungrounded, unrooted, just floating, not really being able to hold on to anything, not having anything stable to hold on to. I see you very much being in that kind of energy, maybe even drowning. I just heard drowning. For some of you, it might have been quite severe and quite overwhelming. Because again, this distress, this desperation is coming through. But thankfully, because it's coming out in reverse, it seems that it will be answered, it will be resolved. The help that you have been asking for, the help that you have been seeking, is going to be provided for you. And most likely it is going to be through some kind of divine inspiration, or again, a spark of imagination, some kind of creative surge, some kind of illumination that you're going to be experiencing here. But let's look at some more details. So let's see what exactly this situation was meant to teach you, why you had to go through this burdensome energy. We have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. There could actually even be other people involved in this, or you could have experienced like being let go from a job, losing your job, losing some kind of material security that you had. But let's see. One more, please. What was this burden meant to teach, Capricorn? Why did they have to go through that? Why did they have to go through this burden? Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, look at that. We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah. Justice coming out in reverse. And the Four of Swords. And again, the Nine of Cups being the underlying energy. Now, for some of you, I'm not saying that it's going to be resonating for a lot of you, but for some of you, this might have been some kind of karmic retribution that you went through. That this was some kind of karmic justice that was being carried out, some kind of karmic debt that you had to pay. But that's for some of you, as I said. It's probably not going to resonate with a lot of you. Just generally speaking, because we're getting these cups cards over here, and everyone knows you. The Capricorn archetype is very well known for having a very strong character, being very driven, very ambitious, very independent, and very practical, rather than being like driven or motivated or swayed by their emotions all that much. So I feel like there was this need to kind of get you out of your practical self, out of this pragmatic and analytical self, and push you more into your emotions, to make you realize how helpful your emotions can be in certain situations, how they can help guide you when your mind is not able to solve the situation or is not able to rationalize its way out of a situation. Because sometimes, however smart, however experienced, however wise you are, the answers lie in a different place. They lie in your heart. They lie in your gut. They lie more in your senses. And I feel like this hardship that you went through was so that it would push you to kind of operate more from this sensitive side, from this emotional side, from this intuitive side, and to strengthen those aspects within you. Because without an emotional component, truly, however wealthy, however successful, however materially secure you are, if there is no emotional component there, you can't truly be fulfilled by it. You can't truly like revel in it and take it all in and enjoy it, because the joy part of it is not connected, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I see that the point of this experience was to get you more in contact with your heart space, with your emotions, and get you more out of your mind, out of your practical side or your practical nature, to push you more to just flow with things, to not get completely overwhelmed and like swept up in these like physical changes that you experienced, to get you to tap into your emotional space, to push you to find strength there, to help that kind of pull you out of this difficult situation. Because your heart always knows the answer. Your heart is always the best compass. But sometimes, actually I'd say most of the times, it's kind of hard to hear what your heart is saying, because the mind is just so much more dominant, so much more loud. But yeah, let's look at this new energy now. This is so beautiful, and it's like a gush of just fresh air. Let's see what you can expect from this new energy that is materializing next. What can Capricorn expect from this energy that is materializing next? What can Capricorn expect? What is it going to bring? Okay, not exactly sure how to take this one, because it almost came out in reverse and then... Okay. And the Five of Wands is the underlying energy. Let's see what the other card is. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. Wow, look at that. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it upright because whatever. We have the Devil, we have the Three of Swords coming out in reverse. We love seeing that in reverse. And we have the Queen of Swords. It's interesting that we're getting 3 cards specifically on either side. And I love this Chariot card at the bottom of the deck. This is such beautiful. As I was saying, this new inspiration that you will be getting, this kind of fresh new hope, something being ignited in you, right? This new spark. It is going to lead you to a fruitful path. It is going to lead you out of this difficulty, out of this strain that you are in right now. And even with this Three of Swords in reverse, this is like leaving the pain behind, being able to release yourself of it. And with this Queen of Swords, how beautiful is that? How beautiful is this Queen of Swords? Even though this is a card of Libra, and the Devil card is actually a card of you in Tarot, or in the Major Arcana, I see you being this Queen of Swords and kind of getting this just complete clarity, getting this realization, getting this understanding and knowing exactly where you need to go, what you need to do. The Queen of Swords doesn't really hesitate. The Queen of Swords doesn't really ponder whether something is right or whether something is wrong. They just know. They know, they see everything, and they are able to always do the right thing. And I feel like this is exactly what is happening here. And I even love the depiction of this card, this Queen of Swords, in this deck specifically, because you can see that there is this very gentlemanly hand that is being handed to this Queen of Swords, and she's taking it, and she's like, it's like she's being led somewhere. It's like she's being asked somewhere, or someone is coming here to offer like support or to guide them or something like that. And that's exactly what I feel that is happening here, where there's kind of this, again, this desperation, this distress that you are in, that will be coming to an end. It will be coming to an end because you are receiving some kind of clarity, you are receiving some kind of information, some kind of idea, some kind of spark that will illuminate the path forward for you. It will allow you to make certain decisions, to take certain steps, right? With the Chariot here, you are going to be moving forward, you are going to be taking some steps forward, and it is going to be towards success, because the Chariot is a card of success. It's a card of progress. It's a card of results. It's a card of achievement. So yeah, it seems that things are going to be looking up for you. It really truly does. And I love seeing these two cards coming out over here, because it is saying that whatever this situation is that you feel so bogged down by, that you kind of feel like almost hopeless in, or that you are struggling with, there is going to be an end coming to this stressful emotion, or this stressful and painful and uncomfortable and distressing, and all of those more negative, more heavy feelings that are associated with your current situation, with how unsafe you feel. It does look like things are going to be turning around. But yeah, I absolutely love delivering this message, because as I said, I can feel so much hope, so much positive change coming through from this side. So I'm just thrilled to be able to deliver this message for you. And if this message was yours, if you resonated with this, then I truly hope that it offered you a ray of hope in some way. Definitely let me know how this reading resonated for you. I would love to hear from you. You can also give me a thumbs up, and I would love it if you subscribed and decided to join me for future readings as well. But I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Please take care of yourselves, my sweet Capricorns, and I hope to see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye-bye.